So just the other day, I was scrolling through my TikTok and I pretty much found myself going down this pretty insane rabbit hole, and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys because obviously, if you know, on this account, I've been covering a lot more kind of VTuber stuff and everything like that, but this time we're going a step little further into the world of e-girls. Now, obviously, if you don't know, they kind of came a thing in like 2020 and they kind of started popping up pretty much everywhere, and it seems like there's been a little bit of drama going on over there that has kind of resurfaced ever since, and honestly I think it's pretty crazy, and I found myself looking at a ton of different and weird posts that have gone way beyond anything that I thought I would have seen. Now obviously, as you can see here, there's this post here, and this was one of the first ones that I saw come up on my feed. Now I was a little bit confused because I was just like, okay, you know, what is this? And it was, you know, this person who obviously appears to be having that e-girl kind of aesthetic, and then it shows a picture of them in real life. Now obviously, yeah, whenever I first saw this post, I thought, okay, it's just this random person being mean to this girl. I mean, you know, it's very kind of common on the internet for a ton of like incels and people like that just to go and attack women for absolutely no reason, just based on looks or whatever, just because they feel like it, which again is horrible. But it seems like there's something a little bit deeper to this, and that this person actually has done a lot of terrible stuff in the community in the past and is now actually back. This is going to be an update because a lot of the videos I've seen on this is a lot of the stuff that she's done in the past, which I will touch on in this video. And essentially, it's a person called Sickndpretty. Now, obviously, they have a ton of other names as well. I think, you know, there's Beingbetrayd. Their name that they use as well is Ray. I don't know if that's their actual name, but again, they've got like a ton of different usernames due to the fact of their accounts being taken down or them removing their accounts and whatever. And it's just a really, really crazy rabbit hole. Now, obviously, yeah, people were saying sick and piggy and stuff like that. They're obviously making fun of her. And yeah, I thought it was initially, whenever I first saw the thing, not knowing any context, I thought it was rather mean going after her for her kind of, you know, looks and everything. Even though, you know, I do think, you know, it doesn't look the best. But at the same time, who am I to judge? You know, who cares? But then obviously I saw this page. Now you guys have probably seen this meme before, and this was, you know, from this same person, and essentially they got involved in a lot of drama a couple of months ago. There's been tons of videos on this, pretty much talking about it, and essentially this was around the point whenever they were like 17, and they were pretty much caught for being everything under the kind of checklist of bad. You know, whether it's racism, pretty much anything else, it's all underneath there. And there's been a ton of stuff that's come out from old screenshots and old different things, clips, everything like that, of her doing pretty much every single thing you can imagine in terms of racism, you know, anti-Semitism, all of this kind of stuff, which is crazy. And obviously, yeah, this meme became a thing, obviously, because of her looks. It looks like slightly photoshopped. And obviously, she has been, you know, the first initial thing that brought people to finding out about her account was obviously her over-filtered Photoshop look. People were making fun of it, and they did some digging and found out that she was just a huge racist, pretty much. And obviously this person put together a whole like kind of timeline of stuff. I won't go through it all because there are some pretty crazy things in here. I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to read all of it. But essentially, obviously, we've got like part 1, racism, which again is already a crazy part to start off with. Obviously, you know, there's literal footage of them saying the N-word, things like that, you know, saying hashtag racism. Today I've decided to come out on the internet, I'm a racist, please support me. You know, obviously they're saying the N-word and things like that, which is just crazy. And there's been so many other posts as well. For example, there's this one, which is a clip.
Swear to ugly guy.
Which again is pretty much, you know, obviously something. Oh my god, bro. This is something that they shared on their Twitter, which again is obviously someone being completely racist online. There's been even more other facts of this happening as well. Again, it's pretty bad, you know, it gets even worse and worse and worse. And obviously there's been cases of them, for example, like anti-Semitism, where essentially they've been seen during the salute, if you guys know what I mean, the Elon Musk salute, if that's the way that I'm going to phrase it, because obviously YouTube are not going to like that. I'm just going to scroll past it. Obviously you guys can see what it is. You know, it's they've done it multiple times. They say what the hell this is. Obviously they also actually kind of target a lot of PDFs, which is crazy as well. They, you know, pretty much write on their Twitter that, you know, they have like fantasies about them, which is just weird as hell. And this obviously seems like someone who's just been troubled, like mentally, like they've been, whatever it is, whatever outside source made them this way. You know, they're obviously not right in the head to be saying all of this kind of stuff and to want this kind of stuff happen. Obviously, this thread here got 13.8 million views. So if you guys want to go check that out and look at it and see in detail exactly what they've done. But pretty much, obviously, after this drama whole died down and everything, tons of creators and everyone kind of covered this situation, and people thought it was over. This person said war's over, GG, and obviously it says account suspended, and obviously, one of their previous usernames was pretty and doll-like, and yeah. So essentially, this was a couple of months ago. Obviously, let's keep in mind here, she was 17 and she got suspended off of Twitter. She got suspended off of other places as well. And it seems like she's back. Now, obviously, I can't scroll too far on here because essentially she's back and she's now 18, so she's of age, and now she's started up a Fansly, which is very interesting because it seems like she's literally done it like on day one, which I wouldn't really suggest to anybody. Like, I'm going to be honest, you could potentially ruin your life by doing that. I would at least, think about it for a little bit before starting up anything like this, because again, it can have a real effect on your life and everything like that. And well, it seems like a lot of these posts that I've been seeing over on TikTok have literally been caused by this. Obviously people kind of died down whenever she got her account suspended and everything kind of went out of the way, but it seems like people are now picking up with the bullying and the overall harassment of her due to the fact that she started up this new account, due to the fact that she started off with this like Fansly and everything like that, and they're going after her, which is, rightly so. Obviously people should know exactly what she's been doing. She's literally been fully out there as a racist, as, an anti-Semite and everything like that, which is absolutely crazy, and she doesn't deserve a platform at all. Now, yeah, obviously, this is the account, and literally just 19 hours ago, some of their other accounts over on Instagram and TikTok also got banned again. This is how bad this person is. They constantly keep getting their account banned, and it just seems like this is a big issue in general, and this is just one of the craziest rabbit holes that I've been down in a long time, because I didn't know about any of this whenever it first initially happened. I didn't know anything about this Ray person. I didn't know what they did. I didn't know why people were hating on them so much. I just thought this was just a poor, girl just being harassed by people on the internet. But it does seem like there has been a reason for this harassment, which is, due to the fact that she's been very openly, racist and things like that. And yeah, now there's become this little trend on TikTok. This isn't the only account, by the way. There's multiple accounts now posting pretty much like, different pictures of them, which I still don't think is right. I feel like, they are still going a little bit farther. But at the same time, there's multiple accounts posting pictures of her without like a filter and stuff like that to kind of humiliate her and to, kind of go after her. Now, I think the best way to do this is to just report the accounts, which I think people are doing due to the fact of, these ones being taken down recently. People are kind of mass reporting them and people are still going after her, which I think, is probably the best way to go, because she has been still spreading a lot of this kind of stuff. It's not like she stopped and just went, oh, okay, I didn't actually, mean to do any of that. I was in a bad space, whatever. No, she still continues to do it, which again is absolutely horrible. And yeah, people obviously in the comments, up here saying like love the Flex situation 2.0, she said that pig was old, which again, it's just really weird. It's just a weird situation in general that I've just found myself, kind of invested in, because there's this whole thread of this stuff going on, and this obviously is the original meme. And if that meme didn't actually become a thing, people wouldn't have probably found out what she was actually like and what her true nature was, which is being a massive racist and anti-Semite, as well as some other stuff, including like, for example, like animal abuse and stuff like that. She's also mentioned things about that as well, which is just horrible. So again, she's pretty much kind of like ticked every single box in the drama sphere and in terms of just being a horrible person in general. And yeah, it seems like she's trying to make her way back into the space. And, as I said, this post was made 19 hours ago. So it's not like, this is an old thing at all. They're still continually uploading, and people are obviously finding their account not knowing what they've done in the past. And I kind of wanted to bring it a little bit too light, because obviously, as you can see here, they've got comments turned off on all of their posts. So people can't, talk to them about, what is actually going on. There's also been previous situations as well. For example, I think her dad actually got involved at one point in the situation and actually made her move out to somewhere with like no internet, so she could actually just stay away from Twitter, because that seems like it was a really big issue. But again, obviously that seems like it still hasn't actually worked. And yeah, I don't know, it's just a little bit weird. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this, because it's just a really weird situation that I've just found out about recently that I just wanted to share with you guys. And maybe you guys have some extra kind of information or kind of thoughts on this that you might want to share down in the comments, because yeah, overall very, very weird. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code CASA, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, if there is anything else to this situation other than the harassment and everything else that has been going on, then I'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.